Welcome to Celebrity Reports, the place where we dive deep into the fascinating world of celebrities and uncover the stories behind the headlines. He was massive. Sandra Dee confesses everything in her memoir. When Sandra Dee's long-awaited memoir was released posthumously, few were prepared for the sheer honesty and vivid detail that filled its pages. Known to many as the fresh-faced darling of 1960s cinema, Sandra spent most of her life under the golden glow of Hollywood. Yet behind the camera, a far more complex and emotional story was waiting to be told. Among the many revelations in her personal writings, one chapter stood out and quickly grabbed attention. Titled simply The Presence, Sandra described a man she only referred to by a single initial, J. Though she never confirmed his full name, the timeline and subtle references made it clear to those in the know that she was speaking about one of the era's most talked about actors, someone who had captured the hearts of audiences and seemingly, at one point, hers as well. He was massive, she wrote. Not just in the way the world knew him, though yes, his fame filled rooms like perfume, but in how he carried himself. His energy, his voice, even the silence around him seemed to grow heavier when he entered. I felt myself pulled into his orbit without understanding how or why. According to her memoir, Sandra met Jay on the set of a film that was never completed. The studio had kept the project quiet due to funding issues, and most people believed it never went beyond a few weeks of test shoots. But Sandra revealed those short weeks were some of the most unforgettable of her life. In private moments between rehearsals, the two would sneak away from the studio lot and drive through the hills, talking about life, dreams, and the strange world they were both trying to survive in. She described his charisma as overwhelming but gentle. He had this habit of watching the sky when I spoke, she wrote, as if he was listening to something even higher than me, as if he was trying to hold on to every word. The memoir didn't shy away from vulnerability. Sandra admitted that their time together was brief and bittersweet. Though there was a connection, Jay was already involved in a complicated relationship, and their own lives were spinning in directions that made permanence impossible. It wasn't the ending that hurt, she shared. It was realizing how real something could be, even when it's fleeting. Beyond her confessions about Jay, the memoir is filled with stories that shift the way fans have viewed Sandra Dee for decades. She wrote about moments of triumph, like standing up to studio executives who tried to shape her image without her voice. She detailed her love for painting, a hobby few knew about, and shared sketches and poems that were included in the book's final pages. But it's the chapter about Jay that left readers with the strongest impression. Fans and experts have speculated endlessly about the identity of this mystery man, combing through production records and personal letters to uncover clues. Some believe it was a Hollywood icon known for his deep voice and commanding presence, while others suggest it could have been a lesser-known talent who left a major impact on her. Regardless of who he was, it's clear he left a lasting imprint. We don't always get to choose who teaches us our biggest lessons, Sandra wrote in closing. Sometimes they arrive like thunder, shake everything up, and disappear before the dust settles. The memoir, with its emotional openness and literary depth, has given fans a new window into Sandra Dee's life, one that goes beyond fame and red carpets. For a star once defined by the roles she played, her own voice, now finally heard, proves to be the most powerful of all.